On the V model of software testing, the system testing is the level above integration testing and below the final acceptance testing phase. So the system testing, as depicted here, corresponds with the planning of the software, meaning that during the system testing phase, the software is seen to, or not seen, but tested to see that all the different functions and modules work together. The idea in the system testing is that the software exists as a full system at this point. All the modules are created, or they at least exist in the first usable version, so the system is stable and finalized enough so that it can be used as a complete operating product or service. The idea in system testing, in short, is to ensure that everything works. It's the first phase where the entire system is used. We have all the user interface parts, we have all the data management parts, we have the visual output, and we have access to all the sensors and peripherals and other things. However, how the system testing differs from the acceptance testing is the fact that during system testing phase we are using as our testing environment our own test bed or test environment, which enables us to use controlled and managed environment to collect data or test out different scenarios without having to actually in real life implement those things. So mostly during system testing, the external connections to other systems and peripheral devices like sensors or for example the server clusters required to run the product with the full customer base is not yet online. These things are simulated, and the environment is also geared towards collecting information to see that not only that the system seems to function correctly, but to also ensure that the system also ends up in the right answer for the right reasons. So basically that all the modules work and the entire system as an entity works as a sum of its components. The focus, of course, means that it's in the system scale problems, meaning that the modules now should work together, as the integration testing took care of that, and that the modules themselves should be rather stable or at least unit tested to ensure that everything is built correctly. So the system testing ensures that the entire system works correctly and that the, for example, usability aspects or response times or performance is at least in the ballpark we want it to be. So overall, the system testing phase is also known as alpha testing in game, especially in games, or internal acceptance testing in some literature. It means that since all or at least most functionalities exist, we can start doing testing work on full product, but we are not yet using necessarily the right or real-life information or full server cluster or anything like that. So finally, going to our picture of what is tested, the system being built is actually the entire system being tested. However, as this picture may show you, for example, the web service component, is it connected anywhere, or that the user interface isn't connected to anywhere. When we are doing the testing work, we are simulating the user input or we are simulating the server information or database information, and the focus is on ensuring that everything inside this box, the system being built, works as intended.